My philosophy is information processing. For information processing theorists, the focus is on how the mind of the individual works. It is concerned with how people view their environment, how they put that information into memory, and how they retrieve that information later on. The information processing theory approach is based on the idea that humans process information they receive instead of simply responding to external stimuli. In this theory, the mind is just compared to a computer. The computer, like minds, analyzes the information and determines how the information will be stored. It is assumed that the information that comes from the environment is subject to mental processes beyond a simple stimulus response pattern. Information can be saved depending on attention, encoding, recognition, and storage. As someone matures, they develop greater abilities to recognize patterns, encode, and retrieve information. Over long spans of time, individuals process information with greater efficiency. Eventually, you experience more information, associations, and ways to categorize the input. The purpose of schooling, according to the information processing theory, is to provide facts and experiences, or input, to improve the function of the student. The intent is to work with the way the information is processed by the mind and use it to the advantage of the student so they retain more. Teachers with this philosophy can teach any subject in school, as the philosophy does not make any topic difficult. The way a teacher may instruct students with this way of thought would involve practice, as it is proven that practicing something makes the mental load lighter and causes the information to stay more firmly planted. Another way would be putting a lot more focus and effort into complex subjects. Teachers would start small, using a base idea and then building upon it. An example I found during my research is when someone learns a language. They first learn the alphabet, then smaller words and phrases. These skills are then built upon with practice until proficiency is attained. A philosopher who had this philosophy was William James, who lived from January 11th, 1842 to August 26th, 1910. William James was an American philosopher and psychologist, and in his book, The Principles of Psychology, he describes how children's slowed sense of time was due to the fact that, quote, in youth, we have an absolutely new experience, subjective or objective, every hour of the day. But as each passing year converts some of this experience into automatic routine, which we barely note at all, the days smooth themselves out in recollection to countless units, and the years grow hollow and collapse. There are various dual process theories that were produced after William James's work. A dual process theory provides an account of how thought can arise in two different ways, or as a result of two different processes. Often, the two processes consist of an automatic unconscious process and a controlled conscious process. William James expressed that children can process information in multiple ways, which is an early form of information processing.